Hello everyone, it's your boy NoukonNeko, your perfect virtual feline friend, purveyor of good vibes. So today we're here to play some more Genshin Impact. It's when was the last time I played it? Like a week ago. So I don't know where it's correct to say that I'm playing more, but you guys know what I mean. I'm playing. Just what was I doing last time on Genshin Impact? I was doing Spiral Abyss. That is right. I did it right before reset, and I know the current Spiral Abyss. There's a new some new enemies, right, in Spiral Abyss. I'm kind of curious to give it a try, but there are things I need to kind of get out of the way first before I do that. And I am kind of working on a new team that can do Spiral Abyss pretty well. So yeah, it's my Nilou team that I've been working on, and kind of requires me to work on a lot of characters that I haven't really worked on, so it's gonna take a little bit of time, but I kind of want them to be a bit more stronger before I go into Spiral Abyss, so I'll wait until a bit later. But for today, I'm gonna be finishing the event. Yeah, the Brewing Developments event. I did a little bit earlier, but there's still the other half that I haven't done yet, so we're gonna do that. So that's kind of Spiral Abyss like, right? And then I'm gonna be doing Nahida's second character story. So that's the two big goals for today. Hopefully I can get it both done in one stream. But yeah, we'll see how it go. And hey Squall, nice to see you again. Yeah, I think I've been playing like lots of Hogwarts Legacy the last few streams, but that's mainly because I'm trying to get it all finished up. And I think I mostly am finished with that at this point. There might be one extra stream I will do eventually, but I'm not in a hurry to get that part done. That one's kind of reliant on me kind of getting a lot of other side quests done and leveling up one more time or two more times before I can even actually get to the very final part, but that's taking too long for me to do, and I do want to, you know, get back to Genshin streaming and eventually focus on other games. Okay, so let's go ahead and walk over to where we need to go. Okay, and each of these event like scenarios kind of want to use certain things. We're gonna of course go to the max because I can handle the highest difficulty and it's more funner that way. Constructs at the beginning, some cryo right there. Bunch of small enemies. Technically, I think almost everything can kind of work. It kind of looks like it wants me to use a Hyper Bloom team. Well, more like a Quicken Aggregate Spread team in specifically, but using a Hyper Bloom team is probably fine. So I guess we'll go ahead and do that. We'll go ahead and use my standard Hyper Bloom team. I was hoping to use my, Nilou Bloom team, but it really looks like we really want to do Hyper Bloom right here. So let's go ahead and do what they want. We'll make things easier, right? Go ahead and use Sync Show. Trying to remember Cookie, my newly C6 cookie that I've been wanting very badly. I'm still shocked that I kind of got her to C6 with my last poll session. It's such a surprise. I was only expecting to get 1 or 2 copies of her, and I got like six on that poll session. Poof. It was like it's been really rare for me to want a certain thing and kind of get it in one poll session. Like when I wanted Mika, he did not go the way I wanted to. I had to like triple, maybe quadruple the amount of Primogems I had used on Cookie, but I only got him to C1. So that's saying a lot already. Nahida. Okay, Good to go. For a second, I thought I was on Barbara for some reason. It's mainly because the colors on Barbara's clothes are very similar to Ayaka's new outfit. And I was like on Barbara earlier to do some tests in Nilu's team, so it kind of just like tricked me for a bit. Okay, we're in the right team. We're good to go. It's 2?
Make yourselves at home. No, my sword.
The blooms.
Let me leave you. Our bond is strong.
Paint them.
Lightning. My apologies. Yeah.
Nope. Mark. They might actually die a little bit too quickly anyways. I have to remark every new group appear thing. Oh, and if Sync shows skills down, I need to bring that back up, which is, at the same time I need to bring cookies back up as well. Luckily, Ayaka kind of team is really highly flexible. They don't have to stay on the field. They can kind of go in and out. Because I need to kind of have them do that.
My apologies. Care for a dance.
Allie is only just 2 at a time. I feel like I can handle more than that.
Sakura swirl. Care for a dance.
Probably throw in Nahida's burst sometimes as well.
Witness the power. Knowing that. Oh, dance with me. Take flight.
And since Cookie's at C6, I don't have to worry about her dying so often.
Yes.
That was a problem before, because every time you use her ability, she loses health. She doesn't die from it, but can get pretty low, which means she eventually can get one-hit if I'm not too careful.
No, my sword. Rain cutter. Our bond is strong. Whirling snow. Tear for the dance.
Wrong character. There you go. Still getting used to the cooldown still, but I cleared quite a bit of enemies already. Okay, so now they want Pyro, but I don't really use Pyro, so I guess I'm not taking advantage of all of these buffs then. Well, what should I use? Physical and elemental resistance decrease. That kind of goes for everybody. Okay. I mean, let's look at the enemies. They're cryo enemy. Shoot. This is problematic. Why is this problematic? Yeah, I think cryo teams have always been a problem for me. Because, obviously, Yaga can't really do damage as much. And same thing with Bloom Team. Bloom Team, since it doesn't react, Dendra doesn't react to cryo. And Hydra doesn't do well against cryo itself as well. It's not great either. So that kind of leaves me with only one option, which is my physical team using Eula and Raiden. But that's kind of what they're there for. They're there for situations other teams can't handle. So they're still viable. But let's see who I should use for. I mean, if there's going to be a lot of ads, I guess I could use Kazuha, and then who should be the 4th? I like to put Kazuha on the last slot. That's how I can remember him as. So I'm going to leave him there. But I could use Yao Yao for fun, I think. Right? It does. Maybe not. Maybe yes. Trying to think which one. No, because it doesn't work against cryo. So no, I'm like trying to think of what helps me kind of break shields. What I could do is just have Shooter in my team. I could use Diona. I'll do that. I don't use Diona in this team too often, but That's because the Yaka team tends to take a Diona, but in this case, I don't need to share, so we'll do that. It could be like a cryo battery for Eula. And then, okay, Kazuha. Okay, we good to go.
There's no shine up.
Yep, get very close. Okay, maybe a little bit too fast right there.
Look at you. Crush. Flood of frost.
Can't
Condemn you.
see, but I'm hitting a lot of nothing when they're kind of dying too quickly. Yeah, I'm on the highest difficulty, right? That was a waste.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night.
Torn to oblivion.
Ryan's still really powerful.
There is no escape.
You know, I've been debating whether I do want to switch Raiden
Handing your drink.
to EM, kind of make
Beg for mercy.
her a part of a Hyper Bloom team. The problem with that is then her rest of her kits are kind of weak,
Illusion shattered.
right? Her like main, one of her main part of her kit is her elemental burst. But if you do that, you're not going to have as much energy recharge to do the burst. And two, you also you're doing less damage with the burst itself. I should probably do this.
Outsider. Eye for an eye.
So it was really hard for me to justify
For mercy.
doing that.
Where the eternal
Shine down.
clouds high. Bloom is a flowers of Guraban.
Shake it and stir. Shut up.
Your coming was foretold.
There is no escape. Now
Bloom
you
is
shall
of
perish.
flowers in Guraban. Where the eternal
I should probably check how much score I actually need to kind of pass.
Illusion shattered.
But I think I probably had enough. Usually it isn't that demanding for these kind of events. It's not like Spiral Abyss. If it was, then people would complain. Usually events in this game are supposed to be easy for newcomers to kind of complete. And the multiplier is at 4 times. Though I make it seem like it's nothing. Okay, to master increases. So Bloom seems to be what we want this time. Okay. Okay, I can do this. So, yeah, they're trying to recommend their own Nilou, but I'm going to use my own Nilou. Yeah, this is my time to show what I've been working on for the last few days or last few week, ever since I rolled for Nilou. I'm trying to remember how I want to position my team. I think I want Nahida first, then Nilou, then Barbara, and the last one I can either use Cole or Traveler, but Cole isn't really fully work, so I'm probably just gonna stick with Traveler for now. I do think Cole will be better for this team. But with Nahida in there, technically, I have all the gender application I really need. Oh, that's the right person. Okay.
Make yourselves at home. With all my strength.
We'll build it down.
Where do you think you're going?
Throw that down. Reapply. Continue just applying water. Oh, a little bit too fast.
Germinate.
I see everything.
Go. I feel like I'm watering plants really.
Everyone hold hands. The
Should probably throw that out sometimes.
Let the show be. With all my strength.
Where do you think you're? Scatter. Spring forth.
Care.
Yeah, once all the buffs are on, then they die pretty quickly.
Ready, steady, go.
I didn't even really need to do that. That's like emergency healing.
Committed to memory.
Oops.
Positions.
Care for a dance?
Propagate! Germinate!
You know, I didn't know he'd say that when using his Dendro skill. I don't use Dendro Chop too often, but
The show's only just begun.
exterminate and propagate.
Care for a dance?
Okay, come on, I'm playing Dendro.
Where do you think
Show my strength.
Oh, I should also use Neela's burst sometimes, right? Like that. There we go.
Be a good audience, won't you?
Yeah, honestly, there's so much explosions I can't tell what's really happening. Oh. They're actually dying really fast. Yeah, look at that. My Hyper Bloom team did almost as well as my Eula and Raiden team. But the reason why Eula and Raiden team is so strong is because of, you know, they're a high constellation team, right? It's just raw damage. But Eula team just outdid both of them, and they're the least worked on team. So that's actually really crazy, isn't it? I think the reason why the Hyperbloom team didn't do as well compared to the other two is because Hyperbloom tends to be more single DPS oriented, and there's also not as much enemies to kind of take down. They only came in twos. They die quickly. It's just not spawning as fast. Overall, everything went pretty well right there. I'm still surprised at how well the Bloom team did, but that's what they're supposed to do.
And glorious sunshine.
How much points did I even need? I just needed 4,000. So, just like a combination of 2 rooms is enough to actually complete that. Wait a minute. Can't tell. Wait. I think that is platinum. Since I'm colorblind, I can barely tell the difference between silver and platinum. Almost the same color to me, but I think that's platinum, and these are gold, because that can't be silver. If that's silver, they only have the silver ward. But I guess since I did really well because of that Bloom team I have, I got platinum. Okay. Not that it means anything, it's just for bragging rights. Doesn't give me anything extra. Oop.
So,
Okay, let's do the last one. Chill water. Can't see ahead, but I can set up as we go. So Hydro and Pyro. So they want a vape team. Melt and Vaporize. Yeah, they want a vape team, but you guys know I can't do vape team, so I'm just gonna. Maybe I could do a vape team if I actually take and use their Chara character. Maybe. And I answer this there too. I'm just gonna use my Bloom team. Let's see how my Bloom team does against like these rune enemies. Usually Bloom teams has a problem with DPS to do better against smaller adds when there's a number of enemies. But I think as long as more than one enemy, then it does pretty well. So yeah, let's give it a try. Okay, so let's see if I remember right. So Nilu. Barbara. Yeah, I need to remember my teams. Who am I forgetting? Oh. I said Nilu, even though I got Nahida first. It's actually Nilu who's on the second slot. Which is all the way down here. Then Barbara, then Traveler. Give this a go. See how it goes. I can't use the vape, but I could at least use the hydro reaction or hydro element.
I see everything.
It's sort of tougher for me. They can actually live against my attacks.
All my strength. This dance is for you.
Springboard!
Let's dance.
Okay. Wait, are these new enemies?
Scatter! Yeah.
Right, done yet. There you go. Oh, wait. These are new enemies. I didn't mark them. Ready to mark yet.
Everyone hold hands. Share my knowledge.
You need to apply Nilu's buffs pretty often.
Let the show begin. I see everything. Positions.
I guess almost every time I use Nahida, I probably can go ahead and switch and use Nilu. Oh, you're gonna be a problem. Oh, too much damage. Wait, can I? Should I start over? Surprising, because Barbara isn't. I mean, she's kind of fragile, but she has a lot of health. Okay, wait. If I don't have Barbara, then I don't have a healer. Okay, well, what happens if Electro and Cryo? Well, that sounds kind of... yeah. Wait, is Barbara still alive? Okay, I could reuse Barbara. Okay, that didn't go as well as I planned. I just wasn't paying attention to my health. I don't even know why my health went down so quickly. By the time I realized it was low, I was already dead. Can't do anything by then. I could have probably used Barbara's burst, right? The kind of heal back, which is what I should have probably done. But yeah, next time. Go ahead and use Eula Raiden. Obviously, they want Cryo and Electro. And this technically is a Cryo Electro team. We use the same thing we used earlier. Yeah, look at the enemy types. It should work. Surprised they don't want any Dendro. I think the Hyperloop team would have worked too.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night.
Question, I can't see what's going on.
For mercy. Flood of frost. I condemn you.
Kind of lucky that they appeared right in front of me right there.
Crush.
Into the wind. The clouds high. The birds call.
Think you can bully me? Diana,
Inazuma shines eternal.
Land some hits in.
There is no escape.
Wind strike.
Time to go to work. Come here.
As one with wind and cloud.
Let's end this now.
Look at you, Boozehair.
Shudder.
Kind of weird ordering right there because
Rock and ruin.
there was just one person left. I didn't want to do all my builds. Right. all right there was just one person.
One with nature. Fallen leaves. Adorn my night.
Oops. Yeah, remember to hold the skill more often. Okay.
Shine down. Now you shall perish.
It was working pretty nicely for Raiden and Eula.
Wind strike. As one with wind and cloud.
Special.
Freeze to the core.
But you know what? I should have used Mika, even though he's not really optimal. Really better than. Well, I probably do more damage with Mika than Diona at least. I just have a lot more protection with Diona. Okay, let's see. Physical damage bonus, burst damage, superconduct. Oh, it literally wants me to use the exact same team I literally used these two earlier, and they're asking for the same thing. I guess the other one, I could have used Hyper Bloom instead, but it's okay. Well, if this is the case, let's see how Mika does this time. I don't know what I got him for. He's not fully worked up yet, but he's probably worked up enough.
There is no escape.
Clouds high. The birds call.
Aw. Really? Over there?
Vengeance will be mine. I condemn you.
Okay.
Illusion.
It's going pretty well so far.
Fallen leaves. Adorn my night. Wind strike. Inviting cover fire. Leave the
Torn to oblivion.
Oh, wow. I was curious whether it works, and I just confirmed it does work. That's gonna be really big.
clouds high. The birds call. Time to go.
Yeah, so one thing I wasn't sure would work was whether Mika would work with Raiden. And it looks like he does increase her attack speed, which is really useful because both Eula and Raiden kind of want something really similar. They both want...
More speed.
They want more attack speed.
As one with wind and cloud. Engaging. Leave the wounded to me.
Shudder.
Here.
There is no escape.
Kind of messed that up a little bit. It was actually Raiden's turn to use her burst.
Now's our chance. Crush.
And go ahead back and use Eula right here. And boom.
Shine down.
I don't have much time, so I'm just go ahead and use and right here. There we go. And we are done. I'm guessing that's plat. 3-star plat. Guess they wanted to show that physical teams are still alive and well with Eula and Raiden, which I already have. Okay. That, done with that. Hold on. Trying to out the rewards. Guess my Antares was running in the background right there. But okay. I think I am ready to continue Nahida's character story now. Not that I have started too much, but I accidentally like ran to like a dialogue after unlocking it. Actually, when I talk about unlocking it, I should probably check. I do have keys I can claim. I do have things or hangouts that are locked. So go ahead and lock Layla. 2 keys? That's fine. We're not going to do the hangout yet. I just want to use the keys. Okay. Yeah, the big goal I have for Genshin, like for the next few weeks is I do want to see if I can get all these character stories done. And then like doing the rest of the other side stories to kind of to lock some of the story, like hidden stories that I have not done yet. That's like well, I think they're called the work quest. Yeah, the work quest. That'll be like a stretch goal if I can get that done in the streaming period. But we'll see. We'll do what I can. We'll start with the character stories first. Okay, if I remember right, I forgot what Nahida wanted. You bumped into Nahida in town. And I can't remember the reason why. Head to the place where the end awaits. Doesn't sound ominous at all. Okay, it's actually faster if I just roll my way there. Okay. The Dendroclus, but I have no idea how to get it. Okay, fine. It's probably another way to grab it, but I really can't find the way right now. Obviously, have to do something around the area to lock it to either zip above or have a way to fly up there.
There's something that I'm very concerned about.
Well, that's right. Okay, I remember now. So, randomly, we found a fungi that was not really a fungi. It was a depleted other being. And forgot what the purpose was. We were trying to help it. But anyways, yeah, Nahida was the one who revived the fungi. And now we're trying to figure out what else it needs.
Yes. I didn't mention it just now, but do you remember when I told you that the power in the crystal is very similar to mine, yet also different? The elemental power inside the crystal is completely identical to that of the fungus.
Huh?
What?
There's a connection between the crystal and the fungus?
Exactly. The prophecy that it mentioned was probably an agreement that I made with an elemental life form that once represented its race. I had to deal with the forbidden knowledge to save their homeland. The process, however, took away some of my memories. That sequence of events would explain the persistent feeling that I had unfinished business.
Makes sense. Too bad it's unable to tell us more.
Yeah, I've been trying to think of a place that fits the description of its homeland, but I'm unable to come up with anything.
We'll just have to continue investigating.
Agreed. I really want to send them home, so they won't have to wander around anymore.
Yeah, I guess we're just bringing it home.
The road here is a little rough. I'll lead the way.
Don't worry, Paimon can handle any road. Ah! Enemies! You're up, traveler!
Eremites? Yeah, I guess I'm taking out the Eremites. Okay. They're just here camping around.
Gotcha.
Okay, maybe they're up to no good too. If they're randomly running up to me and attacking me.
Here comes the catch. Amazing. With such skill, tools, you all would have definitely been able to find a way to survive the apocalypse.
Hey! Paimon has been meaning to ask. You all didn't originally look like this, did you?
No, we didn't. The appearance of our kind will change according to the environment. After communicating with various living organisms in Sumeru, we discovered that fungi are the life form most adapted to live in these lands. Thus, we gradually took the form of fungi and became a part of their group.
I believe that's even possible.
Yeah, they're fungi imposters.
The most important instinct any life form possesses is adapting to the environment. I don't think that should surprise you, Paimon. Your hand is shaped like that for a reason, so you are able to grip and use tools more easily. The reason why fungi absorb elemental power is to blend with the environment and fend off natural predators. We are dendro life forms, one of the most ancient life forms in this land. That is why we are so adaptable.
So you mean, if Paimon wanted to, Paimon could change into a different form as well?
I don't think it's that easy, is it?
Not as freely, I'm afraid. You would require a long time to make that happen. Although this is common sense to us, it is still extremely difficult to explain. Putting it as simply as possible, changing form requires energy, and energy comes with time.
Okay, so these beings are just shapeshifters.
You cannot make a sprout grow into a giant tree instantly, nor can you force a tree to bear fruit overnight.
I see. Humans have a term for this. It's called growth.
Ah, you're so smart, Nahida! Paimon gets it now!
Seems like it's pretty good at coming up with metaphors as well.
Growth. I see. Yes, then this is what you would call growth. A most beautiful word. I shall enjoy it more as we walk.
How much farther is it?
We're about halfway there. You're doing great, Paimon. Do you need me to carry you on my back?
Huh? Oh no, Paimon was just curious. Paimon isn't that tired.
It'll be funny to watch.
You seem to enjoy taking care of others.
You think so? Does the Lord of Dendro need to be carried?
That would be awkward, wouldn't it? Why don't you fly up and sit on top of my head?
We can figure out who will carry who later! We have monsters here!
Yeah, usually it's the bigger thing carries the smaller thing, not the smaller thing carry the bigger thing.
I
Is
think
that impossible?
we have a different understanding of carrying someone. No matter whether it's tired or not, my child is always happy when I put it on my back and give it a ride.
Child? You mean the fungi we ran into earlier?
Yes, one was my friend, and the other was my child.
Oh, it's related.
Why can't your kid speak?
Because it's just a fungus. I don't want my presence to change or affect the original state of the fungi species here. However, it is slightly different from an ordinary fungus. It seems to understand some human language, so I gave it a name.
Oh, then it must be a really cute name. You know, like Bongo Head.
Sure, Paimon. If you think that's a cute name.
You have an odd taste for names.
Huh? Paimon thinks that name is great.
Strange and cute at the same time. It's a name only Paimon would be able to come up with.
That's right.
The name I came up with was not as creative as Paimon's. I learned it from an adventurer. Its name is... I'm sorry, but I've forgotten. Seems like I've forgotten many important things.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm a very forgetful person as well. Yeah, you could try to remember it on the way.
Yes, I must remember it before I return. It's just as important as my homeland. Yes, this way. We're almost there.
No, forgetting your child's name is quite a big thing to forget.
It's the Withering.
Yes, I have heard humans also call it that before. It's the last form we take when we are at the end of our life.
Huh?
Paimon doesn't understand.
Wait a minute. They become the Withering?
It's trying to say that when they've suffered enough and reached the end of their life, they become a tumor of the Withering.
Yes, I would have also suffered the same fate if it wasn't for the Lord of Dendro's help.
So, this is how the Withering is formed?
Previous research has revealed that forbidden knowledge is the root cause of the Withering. But even if forbidden knowledge has been completely removed, its influence still remains, which is why the Withering remains even after forbidden knowledge has disappeared. They've been tormented by forbidden knowledge for a long time. It's understandable that they will eventually become the Withering. But what a sad and pitiful end.
When I left my homeland, flowers like these filled the fields. Each bloom represented an individual life. They grew in the pristine lakes, in the fertile soil, in my home, and in the homes of my friends. They grew everywhere, until the world suddenly lost all its color and became tainted and murky. But it's all right. Our life essence, elemental power, still resides in this flower. After an adventurer clears the Withering, I will quietly draw near the area. If I can sense the elemental power of my companions, then I take them with me.
But that would mean the effects of forbidden knowledge could have...
It's okay. That's not important anymore. I just hope that they can all make it back home. It's not right to leave them to simply perish in the open like this. Now that we finally have the chance to return home, each one I manage to bring back will make me that much happier.
I understand. Just leave it to us.
I got this. This is the product of forbidden knowledge after all.
So you're worried about me? It's fine. Forbidden knowledge doesn't exist anymore. It's natural to want to be overcautious when dealing with a highly venomous snake, but when all that's left is its skeleton, there's nothing to worry about.
If you say so.
Paimon doesn't get what you two are talking about, but we're all ready to go now, right? Then let's do this! We've dealt with the Withering countless times already!
Yeah, it'll be easy. Funny how it's trying to attack me whenever I am taking out the flowers. Oh, ouch. Okay, I probably should take out these guys first.
Wind strike. Clouds high. The birds call.
Kind of apart. Go for the range one first.
Things are about to get dicey.
Whirling snow!
Ouch. I didn't see that one coming.
Such art!
Partly because of Kazuha's burst. Making me blind every time. Hopefully this one won't. It's difficult. That then can be too difficult where I can't really handle it. Oh.
I feel kind of woozy.
Ouch. That's probably what killed me before.
Busted. Wind strike. As one with wind and cloud. Game's up. Time's over.
It's just high enough where I can still hit it.
As I expected, it's the last of my kind that I'm aware of. So it wasn't able to make it to the end. If only it could have held on just a little longer.
I hope that you will be free of this pain after returning home.
Just thinking about how many elemental life forms have turned into tumors of the withering makes Paimon sad.
It's okay. As long as elemental power still exists, then we will still be around. An external form is but a gift of time. Through growth comes change, and even abandonment of previous forms. However, our true nature is not so easily affected.
It wouldn't have come to this if we were able to cure them earlier. But I will cure all of them. Even if it's just for the sake of the rainforest and all the life forms that live in it.
Thank you, Lord of Dendro. It was a wise choice for us to place our trust in you and wait.
Hold on. I think I got something.
Huh?
Oh, I see. Okay, I understand. Thank you so much.
Who's she talking to?
They found a fungus that matches the description I gave them. It's currently unconscious.
It must be in a similar situation as I was. We should hurry and go take a look.
Oh.
Follow me.
Yeah, I guess she was talking to her network of funguses. Something unique
Today is a lucky day.
to begin the Dendro Archon, right? Wait, how far is this thing? Okay, that's kind of far. Let's go ahead and teleport to where we need to go. You know, I always wonder where these teleporters are canon. Is it an ability that is known to the traveler in the story that,
Now, it's just a little further inside.
or whether whether everybody else in this world could also teleport using the tower waypoints as well? It's always been a mystery to me.
But there are so many fungi here. They're probably all ordinary fungi, right?
Maybe it's kind of more like a time skip and they make it seem like the character walked to the teleport point, but you know, on our point of view, we don't need to worry about that. That's most likely how it's really handled, because I don't think they talked about being able to teleport in the story at all. We started them, we won't be able to avoid a fight.
Yeah, they won't be happy to see us.
No fighting. These are all its family. Although we belong to different species, we've spent a long time living among the fungi. They are very important to us. They can be reasonable, as long as we try to communicate.
What should we do? You're the only one who can make it through, right? But you'll need Nahida's power if you want to save that fungus.
I've got an idea. Can you teach me how to change into a fungus?
What? Nahida?
You want to transform into a fungus? But we don't have time for growth.
Nahida is a god. Changing into a fungus should be a piece of cake for her.
That's true. The Archons are supposed to change their form. Or be able to change their form.
Even gods can't bend the laws of time so easily.
Then we'll have to enter with the risk of being noticed. We may not be able to avoid a fight. But if spending some of my power will guarantee the safety of you and its family, then I'm willing to try.
All right. You have great elemental power, so you may be able to do it. You will have to use power equal to that which is required to break through the limitations of time. I will lend you the relevant knowledge that I have. It should make your transformation process a little easier.
Alright, I'm ready. Changing into a fungus should be quite an interesting experience.
Yeah.
Dendro, this is nothing to joke about. I am extremely serious about this.
As am I. I'm not joking at all.
Alright! Let's not get hung up here. If it's really possible to turn into a fungus, then why don't we give it a try now?
Okay. Good luck, Lord of Dendro.
I mean, what can go wrong? Whoa.
Wow! You really turned into a fungus!
So how does it feel? How do you like it?
It's actually not too bad. My perspective in this form isn't much different from usual. The unconscious fungus is just below here. Can you all help me determine which one it is?
Oh, how do we do that?
I'll get close to them while you make your way over from above. You should be able to identify them using elemental sight since they're elemental life forms. Then, all you have to do is repeat the correct answer in your mind. As long as I'm able to see you, then I'll be able to hear your answer.
Okay, got it.
Let me lure away the fungi up top and make way for you.
Alright, good luck, Nahida. Let's go, Traveler.
So is this a stealth mission? Sounds like a stealth mission. Oh! I'm not moving Nahida. So we're just...
There's a fungus on patrol in the center there. It looks pretty vigilant, so I'd better go around it.
Right. Wait.
Nah.
I didn't know how to control it, so I went left. Uh-oh. I mean, it worked out.
It seems they didn't notice me. It seems that fungus won't be moving for the moment. I should hurry and make my way through.
Is it gonna be like where's water where I have to look around for the right fungus? Almost like...
Spot. There are several fungi here. I'll hide and wait for the traveler to catch up.
Huh? Other side. Up this way. Get a high point of view.
So this is the one. Understood.
I didn't quite see it, but I guess the charmer did. Oh, right there. Because it's not moving around, I couldn't tell. It just looks like a normal like mushroom in the ground. But I guess it would be a big one.
Nahida, what's wrong?
I never knew that it was so tiring to change forms like that. I even used the techniques that it taught me. Seems like its warnings were not unfounded.
The power of time accumulates slowly and goes unnoticed. A great price is to be paid if you wish to perform drastic changes instantly. Thank you for everything you've done. All seems to have gone according to plan. Now, we simply wait for it to wake up.
Who are you? I apologize. Language is not easy. Need long time.
It's okay, I have good news. Let me explain it to you the fungi way.
Guess it's faster to do it that way.
Apocalypse ended? Go home now?
Yes, unfortunately I've forgotten where home is. I was hoping you still remembered.
I remember. Really? That's great! Home
Dendro Dragon. Oh, that's right. I haven't fought the new boss yet. There's the new boss in the world, which drops materials. I don't know for which character, but I'm assuming for future characters. But it's a Dendro Dragon. I haven't fought it yet.
Dendro Dragon. Ah, yes, the Dendro Dragon. I'm sorry, I just got so excited. I've probably never expressed such emotions before. But yes, our home is the Dendro Dragon.
That's an interesting thing to be a home, but okay.
Oh, wait a minute. Paimon's confused. Do you mean the Dendro Dragon as in an elemental dragon? Like Dvalin?
Yes, they're both dragons, but Apep, the Dendro Dragon, has been around for longer and has accumulated dense elemental power. But I don't quite understand. Why would you say that your homeland is a dragon?
Yeah, it's usually a place, not a being. Unless it's supposed to live in the dragon somehow.
Because we live inside the Dendro Dragon.
And I guess that's the case.
The Dendro Dragon. Inside. Very big. Mountains. Water. Trees. Us.
Wait, how big is this dragon?
There is an entire world inside the Dendro Dragon's body. The Dendro Dragon nurtured the earliest life forms and protected us inside of itself.
It's probably like my teapot, right?
It once told us in a majestic voice that once we finally matured, we'd be able to start life in a new world. However, that day never came. Our homeland was the greatest place there ever was before the apocalypse arrived.
Paimon's still confused.
Is it like Dendro slimes giving birth to smaller slimes?
Yes, a very good example. It appears that you're much smarter than Paimon. The only difference is that the Dendro Dragon is much, much larger than any Dendro slime.
Wait, then if that's the case, doesn't that imply that Apep has also been contaminated by forbidden knowledge?
Yes, that is correct. What has suddenly made you look so worried, Lord of Dendro? I haven't seen this expression on you before.
Apep is the most adaptable life form in the world. The forbidden knowledge should have become a part of its body a long time ago. Which means that if all the forbidden knowledge has been eliminated...
And a big void will also form inside the dragon.
Oh.
Afraid so. Its body and soul have probably been in terrible shape for some time now. No wonder I haven't seen Apep for so long. But how did it get contaminated? Was it due to the destruction of King Deshret's civilization? But anyway, Apep disappeared and has been gone ever since that time. It's been enduring unimaginable pain all the while. It's probably in pain as we speak.
So saving the Dendro Dragon is the important thing you need to do?
Yes! How could I have forgotten?
Yeah, that's right. She said she forgot something in the very beginning about this character story.
If the Dendro Dragon fails to hang on, the elemental power inside it will no longer be able to maintain its form and will all be dispersed. Dendro elemental power of that concentration will cause the rainforest to overgrow. Giant trees will completely block out the sun. Plants and humans will fight over oxygen. Sumeru will no longer be suitable for sustaining life.
Nahida, get a hold of yourself.
Hey, what about the crystal? Why don't you show it to them and see if they know anything about it?
Yes, I'm sorry. You're right. We don't have time to panic. Have you two ever seen anything like this before?
No.
Its power feels very familiar. Like something from our homeland, but I don't know what it is. I'm sorry our memories aren't very reliable.
It's okay. I'll contact my helpers just as I did before and see if they can locate your other family members. I'm counting on you all. Your info is crucial to us now. Let's wait for their reply again, though I know waiting can feel unbearable at a time like this.
Thank you. Family bringing fruit.
I explained to them that you aren't hostile. After seeing you save it, its family is very grateful to you.
Go home. Leave. Hard decision. Don't know. They are weak. I worry. If waiting, then I hope.
Don't worry. I understand what you are trying to say. Family is very important to us, no matter when we were actually family. It has done a lot to protect this territory and can't help but worry now that it's about to leave. Can you do one last thing for it while we wait?
Of course, I can relate to how it's feeling. I need to organize my thoughts as well.
Thank you. Thank you. Tend soil. Food. Don't like plant invasion.
There are two things that it wants you to do. One is to look after the land that the food is grown in, and the other is to drive away the plants that are trying to invade the area.
Other plants.
Good. There. First. Seed. Here. Paimon understood that. No need to translate. We'll take care of it right away.
Or just like pulling weeds? Okay, well, plant the seeds first. Where? That isn't too far. By the way, there. Wait, what? This dark thing means I'm getting too close to the border of the game and it's trying to tell me to go back. Just that very small corner. Plant. Some water.
Planted on the seeds. It's time to handle the invading plant life.
So where is the invading plants? But, you know, applying water like that, you would think it would just blow a hole in the ground and do more harm than good. But game logic. Wait, where's the invading plants? Sweet flowers? It really is like pulling weed. Oh, okay.
Dead plants were invading.
Yeah, I kind of should have known it would be whopper flowers.
Birds call. Here comes the catch.
That should be all of them. That wasn't too tough.
You know, are you feeling better?
Yeah, I've calmed down now. But it doesn't seem like there's too much we can do until we receive some new leads.
Can you tell us about the Dendro Dragon? We don't know anything about it. Who is it? And what does it have to do with King Deshret?
Well, the history of dragons starts from the very beginning of Teyvat. Sumeru was Apep's territory. In those days, the lush rainforest covered the entire nation.
Oh, so there was no desert back then?
Not at first. That came when a giant spike fell from the sky, turning a huge section of the rainforest into sand. In an attempt to adapt to its new environment, Apep changed color from the emerald green of the forest to the yellow of the sand.
No wonder those two elemental life forms are always talking about the importance of adapting.
Apep has always seen itself as the master of Sumeru and has refused to recognize the new order that was established. Even now, it probably still holds great hostility toward the gods. However, powerless against the power in the sky, and then the forbidden knowledge many millennia later, it's been unable to stir up any trouble.
I thought the gods and dragons were on good terms.
conflicts between the two sides are destined to continue until a balance can be found. As far as I know, a Pep had been slumbering in the desert, and King Deshret had taken a great interest in it. Maybe this is why a Pep was contaminated. I'm not sure what may have led it to become involved, but rescuing it is definitely our top priority right now. The crystal that I have in my possession is probably the key that links the two matters together.
Turn to the withering zone and speak to who? Not the right way? I think it is. Down, go back up. Elevation, this like here sometimes throws me off.
Thank you, Lord of Dendro. Family happy. You really like them, don't you? Family like. Do you not like your family? That's not what Paimon meant. It's just that you guys aren't actually the same species. Doesn't matter. Family likes me. I like family.
Ah,
Paimon doesn't quite understand.
What it's trying to say is that as long as family members get along well, then nothing else matters. You place importance on appearances, but we do not. We find the experiences, knowledge, and connections we've made to be more important.
that
These
makes
are all
sense.
Things that are more reliable than mere external appearances. These are the fruits of time, and the essence of what it means to grow.
Yeah, I mean the fungi, the funguses, they all kind of look different, don't they? I mean there are some that looks the same, but yeah, I can see them being pretty diverse.
Oh, Paimon gets it now. Looks can always change, so what's inside of us is more important.
If my looks change, would Paimon's look change?
Paimon would still follow you around. Wait, would you not be able to recognize Paimon?
Oh? Understood. Thank you. Still nothing new from the forest. Seems like we won't be able to find your other family members for now. It appears we are out of leads to follow. And if no one knows how this crystal works, then a Pep may be in danger.
Sorry.
It's okay. It isn't your fault. I don't think it's a coincidence that neither of you can remember anything about the crystal. Maybe it's because the crystal has a very close connection to forbidden knowledge, which causes memories of it to be unclear. And if that's the case, finding the other fungi still wouldn't help us at all.
The crystal and the apocalypse. The apocalypse and memories. Lord of Dendro, do you still remember the prophecy?
I do. What about it?
The prophecy is a story that connects events of the past and the future. A family member once said that the apocalypse is a part of us, and that there is value in preserving it. The rest of the family did not approve of its opinion at the time, so it left.
Preserving the apocalypse? Do you mean that there's still some that hasn't been eliminated?
That's not very likely. The power of Irminsul covers every inch of the land. Did the prophecy say where that family member went?
To the limitless depths east of Sumeru. A murky place that no one can return from.
As
Yeah, that must be the chasm, right? But what is it doing there?
It's impossible to preserve forbidden knowledge, but what if it can be converted to a different form? I'm sorry if I'm suddenly not making any sense. However, I do think it's possible. Follow me. I'll explain it once we find that elemental life form.
what? Heroes in the dark first. Oh, I'm getting blocked. It's a world quest. Heroes in the dark. Am I blocked? So it seems like something I have not done yet in the chasm. But I have no idea which one it is. Is it something that... This is a world quest. It should be up here. I think these all counts as world quests as well. Let's see, hold on. Active story commission world quests. I guess they do all count as world quests. Trying to read it carefully in case I missed it, but I really don't see it. Which means it's probably a quest that I have yet to discover. Here, let me just go to the spot. What happens when I get there? Head to the deepest part of the chasm. Maybe I did do it, and that was a little bug.
So that elemental life form came all the way here on its own and spent a long time by itself? Wouldn't it already have become the Withering like the others?
There is a chance that it could avoid that end, using the power of something here. I'm referring to what was used to fight against the Abyss. It once repaired the rifts of Teyvat long ago. It has the ability to purify and stabilize powers that shouldn't exist in Teyvat. Forbidden knowledge that its light has shone upon is kept here forever in a different form.
You mean the oozing filth?
Yep. It's just like soap bubbles that rise to the water's surface.
Another strange metaphor, but Paimon somehow gets this one.
What the Lord of Dendro means is that the apocalypse was altered by the power of the giant spike and hidden within the oozing filth.
Yes, and it shouldn't be far from here. Let's go and take a look.
Head to the deepest part of the chasm, but there's... Oh, this is... just my energy. Let me... In the chasm, I think I do want to equip one stone. Doing stone. Either I eventually would be blocked, or whether I would just somehow get pushed through because that whole notice was just a bug. Something that I already did already. Because there are a lot of things I haven't done yet in the world, right? All those side quests just sitting in my inventory, but a lot of them tends to be kind of really minor that I think it's not going to be blocking anything.
Looks like we'll have to clear out the oozing filth in this area. You two should be able to take care of it, right?
Yep, we know what to do. We'll just use the lumen stone on the oozing concretion.
Oh, I see it.
Ninjutsu!
Wind strike.
What to be is just right there.
Adorn my night. Game's up. Fun's over.
rescue it?
It should be the life form from the prophecy.
That light.
Wait. Something dark is coming out. Something's not right!
Everyone, back up.
What's going on? Didn't Nahida say it was purified?
Maybe it's because such a long amount of time has passed. Although the power of the oozing filth is more stable than that of the apocalypse, it is still a form of dangerous power. It might have lost its mind after being soaked in it for such a long time.
Oh no! But we still have tons of questions we need to ask.
I should be able to purge it with my elemental power.
Wait. Don't do it? This is definitely connected to the forbidden, not, oh yeah, if it's connected to forbidden knowledge, then it can affect her.
But this is our only chance.
But no, and I mean it. Can't go through that again. Yeah, she doesn't remember what happened to Rukadabata.
Traveler.
Sorry. I'm a little anxious.
It's okay. I trust your judgment. I was being a little hasty myself. Let's see if we can think of another way.
What about the crystal?
Oh yeah! You said that the elemental power in the crystal was identical to theirs.
You want to use its power, but
The Lord of Dendro seems hesitant. I too would advise caution. It's risky to use its power without fully understanding its intended use.
Don't understand. This no good, that no good. Save lives. Important.
Yes, I understand, but this is our only chance to return home. We cannot afford to be careless.
it's okay. There's no need to argue. I'll think of something to do about the elemental power that will be used. How about this? Traveler, you could try using it. I understand that you have an amazing resistance to forbidden knowledge.
Rare thing.
Don't overdo it, Traveler. Paimon will be worried.
Lord of Dendro, and you others. How long have I been waiting here?
Yay! Looks like it worked!
The Lord of Dendro, here in person. Does that mean the apocalypse has come to an end? Wait, did you get smaller again?
Again? So was the previous version of her taller?
I'm sorry. That portion of my memory is highly unreliable at the moment. I can't seem to remember who you are.
That sounds about right. After all, the purpose of my existence is precisely for those unreliable memories you speak of. You once said that the apocalypse will be completely eradicated, and that relevant memories will become unstable. Even you couldn't promise that you'd remember our agreement after those events take place. However, you are definitely someone who stays true to your word. My sacrifice is nothing compared to your resolve.
You and I made the agreement?
Yes, you used your power to protect me. That is the reason why I was able to survive here. To be honest, I'm nearing my end. I had thought I'd be stronger than this.
No one can withstand the power of the apocalypse.
In order to preserve a somewhat stable memory, I had to change the power of the apocalypse into a different form. Only the giant spike that fell from the sky was capable of doing something like that. But the moment I chose to go through with it is the moment I lost my chance of being rescued by the Lord of Dendro. But enough about me. Lord of Dendro, let's get to the important matter at hand. As you can see, I won't last much longer.
I understand, and I'm sorry, but... Can you please tell me what this is?
This is a fire seed. It's an essential item for saving the Dendro Dragon. Thankfully, it appears to be in good condition. The Lord of Dendro and our people created this item together. It mimics how the Dendro Dragon's Heart of Oasis operates. The Dendro Dragon has been tormented by the apocalypse for far too long. It too is nearing the end of its power. However, if you are able to reactivate its Heart of Oasis using the Fire Seed, then the Dendro Dragon will begin to recover. And as a result, our homeland will return to the way it once was.
Oh, so the Heart of Oasis is a pep source of power.
No wonder the crystal was able to heal this fungus just now. That's what it's used for.
What? You used the Fire Seed to save me?
Mm-hmm. Why? What's wrong?
That's... never mind. It's not your fault. You didn't know. The Fire Seed contains a high concentration of elemental power inside of it. It's very powerful, yet fragile at the same time. It is not stable in its current form. To prevent any accidents, please don't use it again.
Since I am its creator, I will take responsibility for it. I assure you there's no need to worry.
All right. Aside from being able to heal the Dendro Dragon, the Fire Seed can also resonate with the Heart of Oasis. In other words, you'll be able to find the Dendro Dragon by following the guidance of the Fire Seed. But you should hurry. There is little time to waste.
What about you?
Forget about me. You should hurry home now.
Everyone is returning home, including you.
As I told you, I've already lost my chance to be saved by the Lord of Dendro. Lord of Dendro, I thank you for coming to find me, and for being willing to save the Dendro Dragon. Our past has been saved, and our future has been ensured. It's enough for me, just knowing that they will return home.
Hey, wait! It turned into oozing filth.
Can you use the Lumen Stone once more? I can still feel its elemental power. Please, of all of us, it deserves the chance to return home the most.
Okay. Oh.
This is a small ball of light that it left behind.
I can feel it. I can feel its knowledge and emotions. It has all returned to its original elemental form and is becoming one with the other family members. Do not be sad, my friends. Its wish has come true and it's very happy right now.
Almost like, yeah, so its physical form kind of died and its soul just combined together. I don't know if it's combined, but it seems like it kind of joined some kind of network, right?
Because its external form doesn't matter, right?
Yes, because our external form does not matter, and our home has been saved. There is nothing more important than being together with family.
Let's go!
Home.
The way Nahida says that, does she feel like she doesn't have a home? Good thing I'm able to continue the story. It would have been sad if I got stuck there. Okay, how do I get back? Meru.
It's not much further. Follow me, we're close now.
Guess I'll be fighting a dragon soon. What are the quests?
Take flight.
You need to kind of go away.
Yeah.
Didn't even see you there. What? Like a little cheat, but normally you're not supposed to. You're not able to fall because I'm using a skill that doesn't let me do that. Wait. There you go. Normally, if you walk normally, you're supposed to be able to fall, but because I know Ayaka's skill doesn't let her to kind of go over cliffs and stuff like that, I can use that to kind of walk and move very quickly up there. She's not the only one. I think Sayu and
Exquisite treasures.
Mona will work as well.
Seems suitably sophisticated.
I can feel its power lingering and shifting around us. Sometimes it feels distant, but other times it seems close. This is its way of warning us. It has already noticed our presence.
Yeah, I never fought the Dendro Dragon before, so this would be pretty interesting. Seems like a lot of Dendroculus on the map. Oh, it's right there. Yeah, you really tempted to grab it really quick. Especially if I know that I can grab it. Doesn't hurt to just grab it. Worried that was gonna drop right there for a second.
Follow the wind.
Thing tells me this one low? So I don't see above. This is really high above. Skip that one then.
We won't be able to see anything if we keep going that way. Hey, look! Something's over there!
Oh wow, that dragon is huge.
We found it. A pep, the Dendro Dragon.
I knew it would be big, but not that big!
Puny god, puny human, leave my domain. Frail life forms like you cannot survive in the endless sands of the desert.
A pep, we're here to save you.
I do not need saving, especially not by you, Brewer.
Or
You are no different from Amun. Both of you have only existed for a fraction of what you know as time. Yet you call yourselves lords of this land by leaning on the heavens' glow. You're better off paying attention to your path ahead, as you will fall where you've fallen before.
that you hate both gods and humans, but you've grown too weak now. Can't you let go of your hatred, even for only a moment?
Let go. For only a moment. Foolish booer. You will find no gratefulness from me, even if you heal me. You will only be reviving the dragon that will destroy Sumeru and the 7 nations.
No, you're ill, that's all.
That I am. Time will bring death to all. It's unavoidable. Although I am gravely ill, my mind remains clear. I am different from the ancient dragons that came to terms with you.
There's no need for this. There's no point in fighting. What we need is the truth.
The truth. The shackles that the God of Wisdom cannot escape from. I have paid dearly for the truth, and you shall do the same soon enough.
Hey, don't leave! Careful, something's coming.
Ah! What is that? Paimon's never seen death before!
It's our family.
Huh? They're your family too? But they don't look anything like fungi.
External form not important. Inner nature say.
The composition of their elemental power is identical to ours. In other words, they're residents of our homeland.
Is this what they've become after experiencing the apocalypse?
This is also a form of adaptation, although a most gruesome and pitiful one. Many of our family members never made it out of the Dendro Dragon. They've gradually taken this form in order to survive the apocalypse.
Is there any way to avoid fighting them?
Hey! Can you guys talk? We're here to rescue you!
Guess not. They're not responding.
They've given it their all just to survive.
They're being drawn by the fire seed. Only its power can temporarily free them from their pain. All that remains are the instincts to survive and search for energy needed to do so. Everything else has been discarded in the process of adaptation.
So this is the result of forbidden knowledge.
Would our world become the same if forbidden knowledge was allowed to rampage across Teyvat? Like fish struggling on land, unable to find a single puddle of fresh water in the entire world.
We can talk about this later. Let's deal with them first.
Yes, but please try to be gentle with them. They are not evil in nature. All they want to do is survive.
It's like many things in nature.
Make my escape.
I don't know if I can be gentle with them though. They are quite different.
Paimon thinks they used up all their strength. They don't seem aggressive anymore.
They want to go home.
Yes, it was never their intention to leave the Dendro Dragon.
Is there a way to make them revert to their elemental form? Years of torment is what turned them into their current state. Their external form has become their shackles. It seems only the Fire Seed or Apep's Heart of Oasis can save them. But it'll be risky if we use the Fire Seed again.
Correct. We cannot use the fire seed again.
Everyone goes home, not just us.
This is becoming quite the dilemma.
Let me think for a second. It's fine. Let's use the power of the Fire Seed. I can't bear leaving them in the desert like this.
What?
Don't worry, the decision is on me. I'll take responsibility for whatever happens. It won't require much elemental power. I'm just worried that it'll become unstable.
Mean unstable. What does it mean when it's unstable? I'm assuming if something goes wrong, then the fire seed explodes or gets destroyed.
But as long as I use my elemental power to stabilize it a little, it shouldn't be a problem.
Thank you. Sorry. Stubborn.
Thank you, Lord of Dendro.
Returning home is the most important thing to you. I've come to understand that during our travels. I'm not doing this just to protect you, but also because I hope to use you and your experience and try speaking to a pep again. After all, that giant dendro dragon is also your family. Maybe it would listen.
I will stand with you, Lord of Dendro. I will never forget your kindness.
Yes!
Thank you. Alright, here it goes.
Family. We will all be able to go home soon.
Whoa. It's shining now.
Oh, wow. It's getting bigger.
Endless amounts of knowledge and emotions are moving inside of me. They're all very excited. To imagine such growth could be achieved in such a short period of time.
It's because you're carrying everyone's hopes and dreams.
I see. So, the more they kind of combine like that, eventually they'll turn to a dendro dragon.
Yes, finally, we can go home.
This is the last part. Let's go.
Where Pep is heading. That direction? Wait, how far is it? I can teleport over here. Speed things up. Oh, I got to travel through the lands. What spotted me? Oh. I do need more of the rune cores. So I'll take this one out.
Busted. Things are about to get dicey. Wind strike.
I could take up before it's clapped his hand on me, but nope, it got me first. Yeah, those danger cores. I need so many of them for all the Favonius weapons, sacrificial weapons. Never ending. There?
Yeah!
What are you up to?
Gotcha. Take flight.
In here. He's not gonna let me through, is he? Oh, he did. Okay, okay. No, if I leave them alone, they'll leave me alone. Rare. Usually they would attack me on sight.
This cave is huge. Could this be where the dendro dragon lives?
Can't go any further.
Yeah. Who knows what's inside that cave?
Our goal is not only to find the dragon, but to also enter the world inside of it. That will be impossible if we can't get it to cooperate with us.
But how are we gonna do that? It doesn't seem to want to help at all.
I'll see what I can do. Pep, I know we don't see eye to eye, and that we have a very different understanding of the world and its orders. However, we are both born of elemental power, and both suffered the torment of forbidden knowledge. We are not that different. And right now, we share a common enemy. We should not let our differences get in the way.
Wonder if the dendro dragon's even willing to listen.
I don't care about what you believe in, who you hate, or what you've done in the name of hatred. Nor do I expect you to be grateful. I'm here to save both you and your people. My people. They've been searching for a way to save you ever since they left their homeland. They yearn for a chance to return home. And now that everything is over, all the hatred that you harbor has lost its meaning. Rather than continuing to fight, you should consider the life you've produced.
Sir?
No response.
Your eagerness to survive means that you haven't given up on that world yet. If you claim to know so much more than I, then why don't you truly think about why you want to survive? And why you're so vengeful?
Don't know good. Hurry, grab onto me.
Please keep everyone safe. And send us to the homeland.
Nahida, where are we? Huh? And what about the traveler? Where'd he go?
I was only able to ensure that we made it here safely. It's possible we arrived at different locations.
Well, then let's go have a look up ahead. Paimon's feeling really worried.
Yep, let's go. I wouldn't worry too much. The traveler's no pushover.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
It's just that Paimon isn't used to not having the traveler around. Let's hurry. He might be just up ahead.
Yeah, this is an interesting pair. No, I can only walk, apparently. Can't do anything else.
What's that? That should be the heart of Oasis. All we need to do is light it with the fire seed, and it'll restore a pep with elemental power. The damage it suffered internally will also slowly begin to heal.
Then let's hurry and light it! We still need to find the traveler!
Alright, hang on.
Sounds simple.
Wait! The fire seed! What happened?
It shattered. It was even more unstable than I expected.
But why? We barely used it!
I'm not sure. Perhaps the fire seed was only capable of protecting one person? But if I didn't use its power on everyone, there's no way of knowing where you could have been sucked into. And even if that's the case, there's no reason for it to simply shatter, unless...
Unless what?
Unless I was already in a weakened state when I created this fire seed. Which would be when we had first saved the desert.
Oh no. Wait, let's put that aside for a moment. If the fire seed has shattered, wouldn't that mean we came all this way for nothing? Oh, do you know what we should do now, Nahida? Oh, come on, Paimon, think!
Don't worry, Paimon. This is my responsibility. The fire seed is technically just a ball of highly concentrated elemental power. Although my elemental power is slightly different than that of elemental life forms, I gained a better understanding of it when I turned into a fungus.
So you could reproduce it, is what you're saying?
So all I have to do is imitate that power, while adding some of my own. And I'll be able to do what the fire seed was supposed to.
You're gonna become the fire seed?
Yes. It'll take a lot of power from me, but it still won't be anything compared to when I was in the desert. I might, however, become even smaller.
I can't imagine her being even smaller, but I mean, sounds like she's willing to do it.
What happens if you keep getting smaller?
I mean, when she turned to Paimon, apparently.
I'll become a blade of grass or a twig. Basically, I'll return to how I was first born.
That's way smaller than I thought it would be.
I will be able to unleash power beyond my limits if I can reverse the process of growth.
But you'll lose everything. You'll not only lose your appearance, but you'll lose your emotions, memories, and who knows what else?
That's all right. None of that matters compared to the dangers that the Pep is facing right now.
No, wait! There has to be another way. Besides, what will Sumeru do if you turn into a twig?
Maybe you and the Traveler can plant me in the soil of Sumeru once it is all over.
Is it really that simple? What happens? There's a lot of questions about this I have.
Still communicate with the world through the forest. It's just that you won't be able to see me for some time.
I mean, she wouldn't be able to protect herself if she's a twig, right?
You can't be serious. If the Traveler were here, he definitely wouldn't let you go through with it. If we knew this was how you were going to take responsibility, then we never would have agreed in the first place.
I'm sorry, Paimon, but we're out of options. Not all eagles who have fallen to the ground can soar in the sky once again. But if no risks are taken, then the eagle will be grounded forever.
No. Please, no, Nahida!
Hey.
The fire seed shattered, and she's...
I know. A sacrifice must be made, but not by the Lord of Dendro. We've all grown on this long journey. If the purpose of that growth was to return home, then our wishes have come true.
Oh.
Lend us your power.
Kind of like the withering, but opposite of it, right?
To this, all the knowledge, language, and emotions that you have learned will be reverted into pure elemental energy. In your new homeland, nothing of who you were will remain. You won't be remembered by anyone. Is that truly the return you've always dreamed of?
Lord of Dendro, don't be sad. This is not your home. We go home. Lord of Dendro should also go home.
Hear us, please. Feel our heartfelt desires. Awaken!
Warden of the Last Oasis. Yep, a boss battle.
It's because you're carrying everyone's hopes and dreams.
Yes, finally.
Hopefully I didn't beat it too quickly. Beat monsters advance the... Okay.
Thank you for protecting me with your elemental power. Goodbye. We may never meet again. I will wait for her, no matter how long it takes. This is the agreement we made.
Wait, who's talking? Deadly monsters are incoming. It's actually damaging it.
As one with wind and cloud.
definitely not the battle I imagined this would be. That wasn't too bad. Oh. Warden's back.
Whirling snow!
I learned a wonderful word. It's new, which means it will be your name.
Ouch. I was supposed to go into that bubble. I caught that a little bit way too late. Oh, wait. Nahida's with me. Actually, wait. I'm gonna equip this. Okay. I'm gonna heal.
Make yourselves a home.
Where? Where's the circle?
Come on out.
Gotcha.
Just in time this time.
Into the wind. As one with wind and cloud.
There we go. This almost feels like a new world boss.
Things are about to get dicey.
Could be. Pretty cool if it is. Definitely a more funner one.
Unthinkable. Hey, can you hear Paimon? Say something. You fungi said that your form didn't matter, right? Then let us know that you're all right.
Know you're sad, Paimon.
Their knowledge, memories, and emotions have been reverted to elemental power and released. They are no longer able to respond to you. The guardians that have accompanied me for countless eras have also transformed into my elemental power, just as they did. They will be born once again now that they're one. There's nothing to be sad about.
That's different. They won't ever be the same. Paimon, we will never understand it, and it will never understand us. That's how it's destined to be. But as long as you can be healthy again, then nothing else matters to me, Apep. Samara will be free from threat as long as your health is maintained.
I thought that my rage would be kindled once my power returned to me. However, what I feel now is a feeling that has long eluded me. The feeling of peace.
The forbidden knowledge influenced you ever since you were contaminated, greatly amplifying your hatred and rage.
Yes, there's no denying that. Although my hatred for that usurper from beyond the heavens still stirs deep within me, destroying you and your people serves me no purpose. Be that as it may, my position still stands, and I will have nothing to do with you. When you inevitably perish due to your ever-expanding curiosity, I will still sneer and mock you in my heart.
Sheesh, who can put up with you?
I respect your decision, and with time, I will prove to you that we will not repeat our mistakes. Before you begin resting, there is one last thing I would like to know. How did you become affected by forbidden knowledge?
It's a long story. We all once believed in the distant past that only forbidden knowledge could give us enough power to defeat the heavenly principles. The Dragon King acquired the power of darkness from outside of this world, and led us in a fight against the order established by the outsiders.
Dragon King?
An unimaginable war took place into that, causing destruction on an unprecedented scale. The world itself was on the verge of collapse. In war, the victor would inherit the right to shape the world, while the losers must turn into ash. But I didn't give up on searching for a way to turn the tides, even after the death of the Dragon King. As I attempted to collect more forbidden knowledge from the corners of the world, as it was on the verge of collapse, I was stopped by the giant spike that fell from the sky. Sand dunes arose where there was only forest, and it was as if even Sumeru itself was trying to tell me that the era of the dragons was over.
But you still didn't give up, did you? Because of Amun Al-Ahmar.
Yes. Al-Ahmar eventually obtained this power with the help of Nabu Malikata. His ambitions continued to grow, and he planned to establish a powerful kingdom in my domain. Although I didn't think much of him, I allowed his actions under one condition. The condition was that after his death, all the knowledge he came to accumulate would belong to me.
Oh, is that a way to obtain the forbidden knowledge?
At that time, I still harbored deep regrets. By the time the Dragon King finally returned, the world had irrevocably changed. Some of the dragons have grown close to your kind, and have forgotten all about our hatred from when the world was taken from us. And some died, leaving behind nothing but their bones, while others chose to flee after experiencing pain and agony. But for me, the scales and will of the Dragon King still shine bright in my heart, even to this day. I will follow it until the end of my time.
You really are insane.
When Al-Ahmar's proud kingdom collapsed, I swallowed him whole as I agreed and absorbed his elemental power. However, what I gained was no benefit. No. I gained the apocalypse. I used up all my strength just trying to keep the pain under control. I had no energy to analyze the knowledge he had accumulated. But even then, I still believed that his insanity was far greater than that of my own.
So that's how the apocalypse started.
I admit that I fell for his trap. I was like a final failsafe in his plan. Tiny Brewer, and the rest of you, continue forward. I shall keep a watchful eye. How far will a life so dear and precious to the heavenly principles be able to go? I wonder.
That was a lot of information that we just gained right there. Kind of gives you insight of what happened in the past.
Hey, looks like we've been sent back out. Still in one piece, too.
The dragon will need to rest for a very long time before it is fully healthy again.
How long?
It's not as ruthless as it was before. Curing the dragon of its illness has seemingly made it more open to reason.
Nobody's in a good mood when they're feeling sick.
Yeah.
Even though we accomplished something really important, Paimon still doesn't feel happy for some reason.
Bringing everyone home was supposed to be a happy occasion. It seems to have lost some of its meaning.
Indeed. Although they'll still have the chance to be born again, they've lost their memories of their journey and their feelings for their homeland. Each opportunity for growth is unique in its own way. Perhaps the immense power we released was the pouring out of all these irreplaceable emotions that had built up over time.
Can you really call a place with no family your home?
Family. Right! The hydrofungus left behind its family. Those two fungi might be waiting for it to return.
Oh yeah! Let's hurry and go take a look! Huh. How are we going to explain all the complicated things that happened?
Yeah, this is kind of crazy to explain to anybody. If I was trying to explain this to anybody who even plays Genshin right now who has not reached this part, they probably think I'll be crazy, right? Definitely an interesting place. So I'm here, I might as well see what this is all about. It spotted me, but I'm gonna ignore it for now. No. Oof. Saved it somehow. Oh no. Why is my jump not... I'm not clinging onto this. Oh, okay, I see. I was never supposed to jump up. Yeah, I just didn't look high enough right there.
Who said?
Okay, what's attacking me? Oh, these flying enemies.
And away I go!
Never fought these before.
Wind Strider.
Yours to hurt.
Ninjutsu!
Not any good materials though, so it's not really worth fighting them. I have plenty of foul meat already. Okay. Well, I guess I'll leave it to Nahida to explain to those other guy what happened. Because I should definitely am the worst person trying to explain all of this right now. Yeah, definitely Nahida and that dragon seems to know quite a bit more than Chowder does right now.
They're still here! Have they really been waiting here all this time?
We're back. I'm sorry. I really am. But it's gone home and won't be able to return for a very long time.
You know, that's probably the best way to explain all of that.
Don't be sad. It did it to protect you. Your happiness is more important to it than anything else in the world. It said that Muir is its most important family member. That's your name, isn't it?
Yeah, if I remember right, one's the husband and the other one's their son. There must be the son.
Oh. This is wonderful. So it has left traces of itself after all. They will definitely meet again, someday.
Someday. Now the stories I, see in Genshin, they're truly unique. They're truly like really good. Like it definitely felt, you know, it was kind of sad when fungi. It's kind of weird to think that you'd be sad for fungi to kind of sacrifice itself for the greater good. But I mean, you definitely can feel it. Are they just gonna be sitting here this whole time? Okay, well, now that we're done with Nahida's story, it's probably a good time for me to call it a night. But before I do that, I'm gonna probably burn my resin. Wait. Not quite yet. I'll probably burn my resin after reset, which will happen 30 minutes from now. Wait, there is a Dendroculus right here somewhere. What are you doing out here? Is it kind of dangerous to be out here, dog? You know, I kind of want to blow that bear up, but you're like too close over there. Okay, got what? I got distracted by that, but I got what I was looking for. Doesn't hurt to kind of collect those whenever I can. I feel like I don't do that quite enough. But let's see, where do I want to park to end the stream? I'll stick with Monster for now. I'm like debating where I want to log back on just to do burn my resin. I feel like maybe I should just burn it now. You know what? Here, I'll burn it now. Then I'll call it a night. So the one thing I need to burn it on anyways is I need to beat more of this Drake because I'm still trying to gather materials for Nilu. And she needs these materials, which I don't fight much of. And once she has reached max ascension, I should be ready to do Spiral Abyss. Yeah, I just need to beat this boss quite a bit number of times. Then I can work on Kole too afterwards, by beating one shroom boss. Going the right way. So yeah, lots of bosses I need to farm. Not enough resin. I am not going the right way. Somehow I went the wrong way. I see. Because the right way wasn't actually there yet. Okay. Right is right in here. Drake's just leaping there. I can actually hang out in my stream here after I beat the Drake. That way, when I log back in, I can just beat it up again. Okay. Wake up.
Committed to memory, the Temple of Wisdom.
Rain outlines your fate. Let me lead you on. Stand with me. Whirling snow.
Yeah, Hyper Bloom's really strong. Does a lot of damage, right?
Take flight.
Like, I don't even need to use a Yaku's Burst to beat him. Which is really powerful. Probably would have took him down pretty quick, maybe even quicker, but Just one round of Hyper Plume is all it takes. And that's a really bad Gladiator. Okay, so now that Boomerangs, I don't need to worry about that for a while. Yeah, I should be fine till tomorrow. Right, so, yeah, so we finished the whole brewing, what do you call it, brewing preparation, brewing developments event for today, and we did Nahida story. So next time I stream Genshin, I would be working on probably Sino story first. I go from left to right. But before I even do those character stories, I need to also figure out when I'm going to do Spire Abyss. Well, again, I think as soon as I get Nilou up to max ascension, I'll probably hit Abyss. That'll probably be the plan for that. Most likely I would do Sino first, then probably do Spire Abyss, then continue with Ahito and Data. But also the other thing I'm trying to do is I'm trying to start streaming another game. I'm going to be streaming some Mega Man Battle Network. So I'm thinking I could try to do it back and forth. So if I did a Genshin stream recently, then the next one would be Mega Man Battle Network, and I'll rotate back and forth. The next time I'll stream is kind of a variable. Most likely I won't stream on tomorrow, Friday or Saturday, and most likely will stream on Sunday, but don't be surprised if I suddenly pop up if I actually found the time to do so. But usually I don't. Most of the time I'm pretty busy with doing things with friends during those days. But sometimes I also might stream something random too during those days with the friends. It really depends on what we plan to do. And usually we come up with the plans very last minute right there on the spot. So, but I think for the most part we tend to kind of watch anime lately. We've been watching like Witch of Mercury, and I think last week we also watched NoukonNeko. So those are really interesting animes to watch.
As a jeweler cherishes their gems.
But yeah, so that's what we've been kind of up to. I think one thing we could be streaming together if we do something could be Minecraft. We haven't done that for a while, but that's all, depending on the moment. It's kind of hard to kind of communicate with everybody when they're kind of busy during the weekday. So yeah, just in the very last minute on the weekend is
Life could be as leisurely as
when we figure it all out. But yeah, so if I stream something tomorrow or Saturday, then just gotta keep an eye out for it. I usually stream around the same times I usually do every day. So you know when to find me. But yeah, if I don't see you guys until then, I most likely will see you on Sunday. So, and yeah, again, I'll be streaming Mega Man Battle Network. So, alright. I think that's it for now. I'm gonna get some sleep. So have a good night. Thanks for watching. NoukonNeko signing out. Bye bye.